23 more minutes into Jen Mccabes' testimony, and here are 8 things that made me go, "Hey Siri, call my sponsor." Now, obviously we know Lally is repetitive, monotone, boring as all hell. There are 1,000 examples. This right here had me like...
There are 2 garage doors on the house at One Meadows Ave, correct?
Correct.
Left and a right, is that fair way?
Yes.
Choose this profession consensually, okay?
This next part's such bullshit. He's like, what did you do? What did Carrie do? What did Miss Reed do when you walked into John's house? I took off my boots, his shoes, whatever I was wearing. Carrie took off her shoes. Karen just ran right through like a murderer, like a guilty murderer. Didn't even take her shoes off. Like someone was dead on a lawn missing or something. Disrespectful. Matt always told me to take my shoes off in order to respect the Orientals.
I took off my boots or shoes, whatever I had on. Carrie Roberts took off. Karen just ran straight in the house.
You and Miss Roberts both took off your shoes, and Miss Reed then just walked into the house with boots or shoes or whatever she was wearing on.
Yes.
Nice work, good work. You get that on the record, good work. This next part makes me harken back to before with the text of "we need to find you." He's upstairs talking to the niece, and she's like, I promised her that we would find him. Find? How are you so sure that he's even missing at this point? It's only been how long? Or something to be found. I'm gonna find. It's again with that find. Doesn't sit right with me. No, doesn't sit right.
Promised Kaylee. I promised Kaylee that I would find John and everything was going to be okay.
Why? Why did you feel the need to make a promise that you couldn't keep? The need to make that promise. Now she goes into how Karen's telling them that she has a cracked taillight. She brings us to the back. She goes, look, I have a cracked taillight. Cracked taillight. Cracked taillight.
Karen brings us to the back of the car and she says, look, see, I have a cracked taillight.
If you look at this, okay, this tooth, that is cracked. That is not missing. More of the old Jenny coming through. More of the old Jenny. Where are you going next? 34 Fairview. How come? Because Karen kept screaming. Does no one understand that this is a trial against the abuse that my ears took from screaming Karen? It's like, get over it.
And why were you going to Fairview?
Because Karen kept screaming, we need to go to Fairview.
This next part had me a little, I sensed acting. I don't know why, but I sensed acting here. Lally asked the question, how long from Meadows to Fairview? She lived on Meadows. Sissy lived on Fairview. You've lived in Canton your whole life. Regardless of a snow type situation, you've thought about this day multiple times in your head. Why did it take her so long to answer? And why did she answer in such a Meryl Streep type of way? Why did she act? It was weird. From Meadows to Fairview. It was weird. God, from Meadows to Fairview? Well, given a traffic light and never driven there in my life. With the snow, the what have yous? Who's to say? Weird acting. The lights, the street lights. No, we thought you meant the fucking northern lights.
About how long a drive is it?
Approximately 10 minutes. I mean, with the weather, the lights, the street lights, I would say about 10 minutes, give or take.
Here's the penultimate takeaway. It's one of Jenny's favorites. Can you guess what it is? More Karen screaming. That fuck.
And she's just screaming, Carrie! Carrie! Her name over and over, my name over and over. And repeating certain phrases. Could I have hit him? Did I hit him? Carrie is yelling at her to shut up, to sit back, to buckle up, to look for John.
Here's where we get into more acting that I call an over-exaggeration of nothing. When there's nothing left that you can't draw any more water from the stone, the way you say it makes it seem like you were doing so much. My mom used to do this when we were younger. I've said this before. I was like, Mom, I'm hungry. I want something. I want like a dessert, little snack. What do we have? You can have some Oreos. I can make you some cinnamon toast crunch. You can piece of toast, where you sing something to make it seem like there's more of it. Okay, so all we have is Oreos and Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or you could make me a piece of toast. If you sing it, it seems like there's more. It's like, well, I was just looking out the window, just looking. I was looking, and I was, you know, did I hit him? And, you know, could I have hit him? And she was screaming. Anyone see John? And why are you trying to like add stuff in here? Just say what happened and what didn't happen. You don't gotta add. You don't gotta like continue to act.
She's slowly driving, and I'm just peering out the window looking for John. I mean, it was a crazy situation. She's screaming, he didn't come home. Could he be walking home? Where is he? So we're just looking out the window, looking for John.
Now,